These are the 5 steps to manifesting whatever you want in life. Number 1 is to have a clear vision. You must have clarity with what you want. Number 2 is intention and purpose. You have to have a reason why you want what you want, because number 2 is going to generate number 3, which is the feeling. Number 3, it leads into number 4, which you have to sustain that feeling. You have to be in the state as if it was already there. This is the law of assumption. And number 5, the secret one, is to let it go, be present, and let it come to you.
There's nothing to become, you just have to be. You may think you need to chase or try or hope or become, but all of those states are making you feel separate from what you already are.
There is no such thing as I hope or I really wish. Like, if you put in the work, hours and days and plans, you'll see results.
The only thing that's ever going to stop y'all from getting y'all manifestation is literally the inability or the ability to persist. That's it. You are constantly and always getting exactly what you persist in. Whatever you dominantly repeat in your mind, that's what you're getting.
Even if you can't see it, you got to believe that you can get there. You got to believe that you're a millionaire already. You got to believe that you're rich already. You got to believe that you have a mansion already. You got to believe that you have financial freedom already. Whatever it is that you desire in life, whatever it is that you want in life, you have to believe that you already have it. Because once you start to believe that you already have it, you're going to start to carry yourself like that. You're going to walk around feeling like a millionaire. You're going to walk around feeling like you're rich. You're going to walk around feeling like you already have financial freedom. And that leads to number 2. When you start walking around and feeling like that, you start walking around and feeling that you already got $1 million, you already rich, you already got financial freedom, that's going to change your vibration, which is number 2. Number 2 is vibration.
There was a researcher out of Yale University that in the 1940s that was studying electromagnetic fields around living organisms. And in the 1940s at Yale University, nobody was doing this. And he was a vitalist. He wanted to understand the unseen fields around living organisms. So he started studying eggs, all kinds of eggs. Chicken eggs, swallow eggs, reptile eggs, snake eggs, salamander eggs, there's all kinds of eggs. And he was using a magnetometer, and what he found was 100% of the time, no matter what egg he measured, the positive charge was always at the head, and the negative charge was always at the tail. Well, if you have positive charge on one end and negative charge on the other end, you got an external electromagnetic field called the magnetic field. That's a magnet, right? What happens with human beings is every thought has a frequency. Every thought produces a chemical. So if you keep obsessing about your lack of finances, your lack of time, your lack of energy, lack, and those thoughts.
I don't have this, I need this,
What are the
this.
chemicals you're feeding your body? You're taking thought, it's producing a frequency, and that frequency in the form of chemistry is storing that thought emotionally right in your second center. You feel guilty, you feel unhappy. The moment you feel unhappy, then you generate more thoughts equal to that feeling, which makes more chemicals, and you keep taking energy from the brain and storing it in the body. If you react to people in your life and you feel anger, frustration, whether it's traffic, the news, whatever it is,
parents,
whatever, you're drawing from this field, this electromagnetic field, you're tapping that resource and you're making chemistry out of it and the field shrinks. So now, by doing that and living in survival, the body no longer is a magnet. So now you have very little energy in the brain. In fact, 5% of the energy is in the brain, and 95% is stored in the body. Now the body's been conditioned emotionally, so a lot of energy in the body.
You see, the problem with the law of attraction is it's working whether you are aware of it or not. The law of attraction is not an intelligent thing. It doesn't watch you. It doesn't have consideration. It doesn't think. It's a force. It's a fundamental oscillating or vibrational force. It's held by a charge of particles that will resonate, they will attract. So it's basically a force that tunes in to what you're vibrating or oscillating. So if you start to feel a certain way, if you start to think a certain way, that's what you're going to get. whether you believe it or not. That's the next problem with the law of attraction. It doesn't care about your beliefs. Your beliefs will not affect the fundamental law. Because, put it to you like this, if you don't believe it's working, it still works because you're giving off a vibration. And the problem is, a lot of individuals, they will attract what they don't want. See that? So you have to know how to fix this. So how do you fix this? You have to become aware of what you're giving off, your energy, your vibration, or in terms of your oscillation. What is your mindset? What do you think about? What is your self-talk? How do you view yourself? What's going on in your head? How are you reacting to your external situations? More importantly, how are you reacting to your internal situations, your internal map of reality? What are you thinking about most of the time? That's the law of attraction. That's what it does. It just picks up on your vibration. So, if someone is aware and they start to think positive, they start to become aware, then that law will help them by bringing surroundings and situations into their life that will make that. If someone is thinking negative and say this stuff doesn't work, I don't care, they're going to get that as well. So the big problem is a lot of individuals think that the law of attraction is this thing like a god, like it's watching you, it's telling you only think positive. No, the law of attraction doesn't care. It doesn't care if you think positive. It doesn't care if you think negative. It's just going to give you either one of those. It's a force. The universe began with fundamental forces, and they operate whether you believe them or not.
Do this experiment for one day. Pick something that feels amazing to think about. It could be your pet, a loved one, some kind of fantasy vacation, your dream car, your dream house, your dream partner, having millions of dollars, anything that feels really good to you to think about. Then during the day, when you notice yourself, when you catch yourself dwelling on something negative or feeling negative emotion, 1, acknowledge how you're feeling, because we're not about resisting our emotions here. Acknowledge how you feel. But then 2, redirect your attention to that visualization, to that thought. And just stay in that thought for a few seconds, just maybe about, say, 16, 17 seconds. Just try it for one day and see what happens.